Welcome to Health Hits Experience, the computer virus that emails your mom a daily picture of a cinder block. I'm the librarian, and joining me are four people who have managed to convince Play Make Believe with me for 2 hours. Welcome back to the show, episode 2. Here we go. They're not amused, but I think I'm hilarious.
I was just shocked, frankly. So where do you come up with these?
Old noggin. I got locked away in there. That one was me. Nobody at me in the Discord. So, welcome back to the show. Hopefully you can hear us this time live on air. The VOD's never going to know what I'm talking about. So, I think it's time we just get rocking and rolling. So, I'm going to start with my patented little vignette. I love a vignette. Here we go. It was a boring day in Forsythia's Potions, Spells, and Elixirs class. The teacher who normally taught the class was out supervising a finding expedition with some older students, so Teacher Iron was substituting. Forsythia half expected Iron to ask everyone to drop and give them 20, which would have been far more exciting than what was going on right now, which was nothing. Forsythia wished that she was just a little bit older, because then teachers would give her more hands-on experience with potions. Infusing imagination magic into anything took a lot of skill and hard work, and she wanted to get practice in now. She had tried a couple times in her dorm, but the infusions never stuck, and she was left with a bottle of herbs at best and sludge at worst. Oh well, maybe something exciting will happen tomorrow. With no further incident, the King's Four managed to get out of the Scholar Brig unscathed. The journey back took longer than the journey in, due in part to Broker and Two juggling unlabeled elixirs, and everyone dodging potential sightings by readers now that it was early morning in the library. But they made it back to Oratory City and Bobbin's Clinic, now safe because of the magic keeping the city hidden. I'm going to start the music here real quick before I finish my narration, because I think it would be worth having some ambiance here. So we're gonna. There's the ambiance. Beautiful.
Ooh.
This is.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wait. I forgot the orchestra was playing out in the park.
I think it's good ambiance. Just stop acknowledging it. Okay. When the four of you arrive back to the clinic, you see a handful of interesting things. First, there are 2 carts hooked up to centipedes sitting outside. And second, the inside of the clinic is in the aftermath of chaos. Half of the things that were inside are no longer there, and in their place is a variation of confetti. Bobbin is calmly organizing and cleaning, and 2, you recognize her husband Bramble in the background cleaning up as well.
Now, what in tarnation happened here?
I am not quite sure.
Confetti. There's confetti.
Confetti.
Everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Bobbin?
Oh, hello.
Hi, what happened?
Happened.
Nobody.
Gesture of the confetti. Well, Tab had a imagination surge, so effect, cause. But it's all fine. It's fixable. It's just sometimes when it gets out of control. But yeah, nobody was hurt. Nobody was turned into confetti. Just half of my cots, some cabinets.
This seems more severe than a standard surge, if I'm not mistaken.
It is a little excessive. Current theory is that it was almost like Tab had too much. It was just like purging.
Too much magic.
Too much imagination, yep.
Now, ain't that strange?
Very strange. Odd.
Right. Fascinating as this is, I think I'd just as soon we finish this mission and get back to the king so we can get on with the other mission, so we can get done with that mission and then get on to something else.
Right. Which one is the right?
We grabbed them both.
Oh, okay. You sure these are the right ones? Because you have like 6 others.
Yes, they're the puce ones.
All
And I have
right.
5 others.
All right. We got these for you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we tried to get them as fast as we could.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Wow. That was fast. A lot faster than any hierarchy that I've ever encountered.
Yeah, well, about that. If anybody from the Scholar Brig happens to walk down this direction, maybe don't tell him you saw us or are associated with us in any way.
Weren't you coming from the king?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Just remember,
we
direct
were
all of
worried.
your complaints towards Tenerife here.
Yes, I will gladly hear anything that comes your way, and I will relay them to the king.
I can do that.
Wonderful.
Great. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I appreciate everybody's time. If you have the time, Bramble and I are on 2 separate missions, I guess. But I could use some help if you're up for it.
Another thing you need. What is it this time?
Well, so this morning's imagination delivery seemed a little light, and I'm concerned that something's going on at the Imagination Factory. So I was gonna go and check it out. I'm hoping to find along the way Dr. Ducky. And I think she's already in this imagination section. So in theory, I just go and there she is. But I haven't heard from her in a while. I'm not technically under her tutelage, but if anybody has any inkling of what's going on, and then if something's happening, if somebody's injured or sick at the Imagination Factory, I'd rather have her there with me because I'm only so qualified to kind of do this. And then Bramble, and she points to the back where Bramble just goes, like gives you a little wave. Bramble's actually headed kind of in the other direction, which is like not my favorite thing. I hate when we're apart, but he is going to deliver some supplies to Cirque. And normally we would go together because, you go through Cirque to get to Imagination. But he wants to go find a scholar who lives in Fiction Port to then help. Because what was it? And from the back, Bramble is like, oh, well, I think there's some rot in the jungle, and I want to try to help. And she points. He's an ex-Kingsguard, so he knows a little bit about all of that.
I'm sorry, I think I fell asleep there somewhere.
What
Do
would we
you
be-
need something?
No,
Okay.
no, that's fine. Just
Yeah, about all of this. This sounds important, obviously. If there's a problem at our fine factories, we want to make sure that everything is going all right, which is why we are probably going to go report it to the king right away. Yes?
That seems logical. I think maybe we should. Has the king been contacted about this?
Same line of command that I requested
Well, we can go
elixirs
talk to
from.
him directly.
It is nice to have a person on the inside.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it
That's super
is.
helpful.
So, let's put a cork in this one for now,
Sure.
and we'll come back if there's anything else we need information-wise.
Sure. Well, before you go, I mean, you're on your way out, so just take this with you on your way out. This came by for you. But you go do your own thing, and we'll keep cleaning up here. We're almost done anyways, and then we're going to head out. So thank you, and check back in. It's going to take us a couple months to go and come back. So I'm leaving Hanky in charge. She's not here right now, but you'll recognize her. You know who that is. So so she'll be here for when you guys come back, and we can send couriers and all that.
Is there anything else that you'd need? Like, I know you said some of the cabinets and stuff. Is there anything else that you'd need? Like, if we found it while we were traveling or
Find a
anything?
cabinet? Absolutely.
We
Two,
could
we are
definitely-
not going to be hauling cabinets around.
We could find it at least and have it delivered. We could have it delivered. It's not that.
If it is
That's all I'm saying.
convenient for us to do so, then yes.
Okay.
We kind of have an important thing we're supposed to be up to,
Yes.
so maybe let's not get distracted by cabinet delivery.
Thank you so much, Robin.
Yeah, thank you for finding what I needed. I appreciate it. I'll hopefully be able to pass it along, and then we'll be done and dusted, and Tab will be feeling better, and everybody will be out of here.
Be careful with those, by the way.
Sure.
Don't think there's any more than 2.
I
And-
don't think we'll need more than one.
Right.
They-
Well, if it's possible to look into how all that stuff works, do you still have those notes?
They caught fire.
Right, they did catch fire, didn't they? Well, if it's possible for you to figure out how to replicate something like that, I'm not really a medicine man myself, but if possible, that'll be your only opportunity.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have any scholar training, and my limited healing knowledge is not to this level. This is probably the most intense thing I've encountered in a very, very, very long time. If you could find a scholar who has a, ability to kind of take apart elixirs and know the contents, that would be great.
Yeah, we might not be allowed back in the Scholar Brig, so...
Well, the scholars don't live in the scholar brig.
Well, no, but if we're around that area...
Well, the scholars mostly live around here, but there's a couple hermits that are, or ex-scholars.
Sure.
You might want to find an ex-scholar. I don't think that if I'm picking up what you're putting down, I don't think any of the scholars in Oratory Castle are going to want to take apart the elixir.
Yeah, there we go.
Got it.
So, let's head out, I think.
I think we should check in with the king, is what you wanted to do, right, broker?
Yes. Seems like the best course of action.
Are you going to stop and read your little letter there before we go?
I just wanted a moment. Give me just one moment. And Tenerife kind of turns away and
Yeah, you can walk away if you
wants
want.
to be walks away
Yeah.
a few paces
Many faces.
and reads. Should I?
That
yes?
is up to you. You are more than welcome to do what you need to do with that information. We know I love a handout.
If only I had a watch so I could check it right now.
I mean, it's just a letter, you know.
Yeah, well, they're taking their sweet time over there, ain't they?
All right. Do you know what? I wonder if time is maybe not of the, or is of the essence, and
Did you come back and start talking about
yes, I've come back now. Tenerife has come back. Fiercely shoves that in the
Yeah.
pocket. And I just wonder if maybe it would be better if we just go and try to find a scholar now, or head over to
The
Imagination Factory.
king.
I don't know. Given what's happened already, I don't know if he will be that helpful.
Are you
Right? If
Helpful
I
for
mean,
what?
helpful to give updates or to
Right, but
We're-
we,
advise us on what we need to do next.
Weren't we supposed to return, though?
Yeah, we're supposed to report this. That's the whole reason you're with us, to make sure that we do report the things we're doing.
We were sent here to help this odd person.
Glad we could help.
Specifically as a test to show the king that we could work together. And now that we've shown that we can work together, we go back to the king. The king sends us on the actual mission. Then we can get on about our bloody days.
Yeah.
We did work together pretty well.
I
I mean,
think
we
we
got
did
it
nice.
very quick.
Sure. Okay. Why don't we?
Bobbins and Bramble are cleaning in the background. They're not paying attention to you guys anymore.
We'll go. That's fine.
You seem awfully tense. Did something
No,
happen?
I'm very relaxed.
You don't know how to look relaxed.
I'm very relaxed. Why don't? Sure, we'll go back. And
Is there a particular reason we shouldn't be going back? Because I feel like if there's a particular reason
No,
we shouldn't go
no.
back.
everything's fine.
Now, are we keeping secrets from one another? I thought we were supposed to be a team.
There is no sacred in team.
The king is missing. That's what my note said.
I'm sorry. The missing.
The king is missing. Yes, that's what I was notified. So I figured we'd find out it's probably connected, don't you think? to whatever we're doing?
Oh,
You think it's funny?
I think it's fucking hilarious.
I mean, is this is this a big
It's not a
issue?
joke. It's not a joke.
It's
No.
a big issue though.
That our king is missing? Yes, too. It is a big issue. And
What are we going
did I
to
overhear you say that you have 5 other potions, like in addition to what we were supposed to get Bobbin? So how did that happen?
accident.
Accident. An accident. 2, do you have the potions? Okay.
They're cooled. They're in a little cooled pouch. It's okay.
All right. And you said 5? All right.
So, if our lovely, gracious king has vanished, that's a problem for us, because we can't get the mission that we were supposed to be given. Now, this mission, as far as I can tell, seems to be of vital importance, because we don't know what in the heck this thing is. And we need to figure out why it's causing problems. So if you're telling me that we should just be walking across town while the king is missing just to investigate some factory, well, I don't know if you love that king as much as you say you do.
Who was it that sent the letter?
A friend. A friend. A friend sent the letter.
Well, don't you think we should start at the point that he vanished from?
Or maybe we should go talk to your friend.
Also true.
We'll go back to the castle and we'll see what's going on and see what my interim captain has done in the meantime and how they are addressing this.
Seems like a good idea.
We're not gonna get blamed for this, are we?
No, we were on a mission. Couldn't have been us having anything to do with it.
We got a pretty
But
good
boy,
alibi.
this is going to give a really big black eye to the King's Guard, aren't it?
Ken,
That's
are
a
we gonna
solid
get
point.
blamed for this?
2, I don't think we will, but Broker and Hack and Slash are suspected of having
Well.
a hand in the king's abduction.
Now, tell me something. If I haven't been able to leave that box for years and years and years, and I haven't been allowed to talk to people for years and years and years, how could I be part of some plot to remove the king from the throne?
Do you not have friends all over Oratory City and Diction?
I did years and years and years ago.
I'd like to point out that I have exactly 0 friends.
Wow. Now that ain't true. What do you think our deal made us?
Acquaintances?
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Well, I was going to say that I didn't hold much stock in your accusation, but if you'd like to associate with Broker in that way, then maybe I shouldn't rule you out.
You act like I'm a
You
bad
can roll
guy.
me however you want. I don't care.
So I'm just gonna say this. Maybe if you guys are both suspected, the problem is it could look equally bad if we don't go because we're supposed to go as soon as the things go, and we did just finish the mission. But at the same time, if we go, you guys could get
What are you
locked up.
talking about? We have the perfect alibi.
We do.
We were in the company of a member of the King's Guard.
Right, making a really big noise.
Oh, that's actually a very solid point.
Yes. We couldn't have possibly kidnapped the king. We were
Hey,
busy robbing the freaking scholars.
A hack. It ain't about us stealing the king away. It's about us making noise so somebody else can do it.
Yeah.
Ah, well, I suppose that makes sense, doesn't it?
To be fair, if I was actually going to do that, that is how I would go about that process. I don't do that. I'm saying if I was gonna do that.
If
All right, then.
anything,
How would you go about getting the king to send you on a mission that would give you the opportunity to make a lot of noise that would let somebody steal the king?
Are you trying to insinuate that the king allowed himself to get kidnapped?
I don't know.
Because if that's the case, then I have no idea what the hell's going on. To be fair, I already don't, so it doesn't really put us in any new place.
Look, this was not our idea, was it? We didn't come to the king and say, hey, let us go to the Skola Brig and create a big distraction so somebody can come in and grab you, kingy. Did we say that? No, the king sent for us. So how would we even know that that was coming up? How could we plan something like that? Think
Hey.
it through.
No one else knows that except Tenerife.
Do you think do you think the other guards via the castle don't know?
There's no
Do you think
way
it's
they
under
don't.
wraps?
I think that we were told that no one else knew we were going, and when we listened into what you were saying, we were also supposed to be expendable. So if anyone didn't hear about this, then it didn't matter.
And it ain't the first time I've been blamed for things I haven't done. I wouldn't be shocked if they point fingers.
Do you think that your word would be enough to not get at least them arrested, if not all of us?
I don't know anything now.
Hey now,
Well, that's the smartest thing
Well,
you said since we've
that's
been
not
working
true. That's
together.
not true. That's not true. Okay, we do. We know that things are going weird, and we know that there's a weird thing, and we know that the king didn't want a lot of big attention out of it. So we know what the mission was going to be. We are missing a few of the pieces, like where more directly the things are, so we need to find out a bit more information about it. But we know a lot of people between all of us.
I don't really know anyone.
Well,
Most of
between
us
the
know
three
a
of
lot
us.
of people between us. So
all right.
I think that we just proceed on like we got the okay to do that. Since no one knows regardless.
Except,
Yes?
and here's kind of the one big thing poking a
Yes.
hole in all of that.
Right.
We just caused a gigantic mess. And the king ain't gonna vouch for us anymore, because there ain't no king here. So if they were going to go to the king to say, hey, why did those three people, I guess they saw all four of us, why did those four people end up going in and trashing everything? We have no backup. We are going to be thrown in prison, and we have nobody to vouch for us, because this was a secret mission. We should not be out in the open right now. Which is why we should park into an alleyway.
Okay. Do one of you have a safe house or like a rendezvous?
Pull into the alleyway.
Going into that, we're like, I have somewhere that's hidden. It's small, but I do have somewhere that's kind of hidden.
Did you find any of my old smuggling paths? There's ways in and out of this city that nobody knows about except for a select few.
I have been looking, but I did not find any of them, no. But I do have a place that's in Earn that's like, usually people don't find because they don't climb. It's like all the way up on top of the stacks.
Okay.
So we could at least go there and then talk about it. That's where I've been living for a while.
I think
I mean, what option do we really have right now?
absolutely. I think it's the best plan we've got.
Yeah.
Lead the way
let's go.
too.
Okay.
Okay. So let me recap. There's a lot of heated discussion, but we're
Yes.
going to move an entire section. Because you're in Non right now,
Yeah.
which is where Oratory Castle and Oratory City is, and Earn, and I'm imagining the edges of Earn based off the information that I know about too. That's at least a week's journey.
Yes.
At least a week's journey.
And this
Okay.
is all within the kingdom still.
Yeah, Diction is huge.
Right.
And
But
Diction
it's-
also has territories.
It's not one city though, right?
No,
Okay.
like you're
Yeah.
in a city, but it's like
There's an in-between zone, yeah.
yeah, there's plenty of in between zones. The city is the sections equal states. How about that? We'll say that. So you're in Pennsylvania right now, and
I
you're
didn't say it was
trying
a good
to get-
idea.
you're
I
trying to
just
get
said
to
there was
Rhode
a
Island.
location. I didn't say it was. I want the record.
No,
I
I
didn't say
know.
it was a
I
good
like
idea.
it. I'm just saying, like, I want to give you guys some scaling because I know we all have a problem with scaling.
Wait. So
No, yeah.
let me just really quickly make sure I'm understanding this. So you're
Yes.
telling us that we have a place that we could go hide.
Yes.
How long is it going to take us? 2 hours? 3 hours?
Well, I mean, it's all the way on the other side of Earn. So Probably like a week. 5 days if we go real fast.
Okay, firstly, we would have to secure mounts to go that fast, which I am fully on board with, but for the record, that is a really long time for us to not be safe.
Do you have anywhere better to go?
I think we should visit your smuggling passages that you went all throughout Diction
Well-
and can get you out of the city.
I have. Here's the thing about those paths. If I show you where those are, I am putting everyone in danger that uses them, and there is a lot of fine, fair folk that use those. By your eyes seeing it, I am putting them in a lot of trouble.
Can we poke your eyes out?
I was gonna ask to put a blindfold on.
Oh, that'll work too.
Do you want to be safe or not?
You can vouch for me. You do not need to blindfold me. I won't say anything.
No, actually, I don't think that I can believe you on that. Because the last time that I did something nice and I trusted you, it didn't go well.
We could leave Tenerife unblindfolded, but to make sure that they don't say anything, we cut the tongue out.
There are other ways of communication other than like speaking, first of all. So, but
Well, very, very astute observation too. So you cut the tongue out and break both the hands.
I'll opt for the blindfold.
Alrighty.
Just do it.
Yeah, I think we could make that work. There's no way you don't have a scrap of cloth in that bag
yeah,
of
I
yours.
have a scrap of cloth.
Okay. Real quick, I'm gonna make you spend a fate point to story beat for the hidden pathways.
Smuggling paths.
Yes, great. I love it. I just think that that's a very specific story element that you're gonna need to spend a fate point for.
Yeah,
Great.
absolutely.
Excellent. Okay, so how do we want to play this, gang? How do we want to do this?
Alright, well, first things first, we gotta get to one of my safe houses. That's where that's gonna be. We're gonna find a little place to settle down. It leads into more underground parts of the city, quite literally.
In Oratory City.
Yeah.
Great. Excellent. Okay.
Do we know from your note whether you are considered in trouble, or can you still make inquiries of the authorities to find out just what exactly heat is on, or are you known to be in our presence? I guess is something that, as we're trying to figure things out.
Yeah, I think officially, like, 10 would be okay, but with the implication of what happened at Scholar Brig, I don't know. I mean, like, maybe 10 could risk it.
Yeah.
I think it would be a risk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's make our way to the safe house. If there's anything that anybody needs to do on the way there, do it right now, because our time is limited.
I went before we left.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I brought my best hook, so we're good.
Good. Good. Now, ain't no way to do this in a nice way, so I'm just gonna have you turn around.
10 turns around.
Oh, you pouting.
Oh,
And you, I think it's very obvious that you could see Broker has his claws like.
Susan really like
Scorpion tail is just quivering.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull that little rag off the shoulder. Tie it up.
that was a little tight, but fine.
Just have to make sure it's really on there. Oh, and you could probably see through a cloth like that. Take off the hat and just sort of drip a little bit of ink down the top of the forehead so it like drips onto the blindfold.
Thank you for that.
Now you look like Mad Max.
I'm here to help. What can I say?
Sorry, I need to give the artist some ideas for like new art so like Tenerife with like a big black forehead.
Yeah. Now, before we get to the safe house, too.
Huh?
How involved are you with this underground trade stuff? Because all I know is that I saw you as some little street rat a couple years ago. Well, more like, oh God, I lost track of the time, to be honest. However many years ago.
enough.
All right. So we ain't gonna have to worry about you. Okay. Hack, I'll kill you if you say something.
Cool.
Let's go.
Let's go. What does your journey look like?
So we have to go to more of the outskirts of the city because it's got to be more of the sketchier parts. And we definitely have to. I wish I had like the map open. We should print that out. That would be really useful.
If someone gets me a piece of paper, I'll draw a map.
Lovely.
I like that I can move now.
But,
like I don't want to go out, but
Yeah, we are definitely sort of making our way through the main parts, and we have to do it sneakily.
oh, thank you.
And so,
Okay.
Oh, that's a solid point. You can
Yeah.
just do that.
I have the ability. So do you want the map of the entirety of Diction or just of Non?
Just for non. For now.
Okay. Well, here's the thing about Non. I've only got one place. So what I'm gonna say. So
I know a lot of places I can bring
I
out.
know. I wish I had a different writing utensil, but
After
that's
all,
okay.
one of my
Do you-
aspects is
perfect.
part of the
Because I
underground.
want to give you guys like a sense of. So the thing about Diction at large that I think you guys know, but the viewers at home might not know, is that the stacks equal some reality, but there's a lot of parts of the section and of the city that are expanded beyond what normal physics equals.
Yeah.
So I'm drawing kind of here two parts. So this part here is where we're going to say this square in Non is where Oratory City is. But then we can like do like a fun, I'm going to say it looks like this, like as far as like how it's built. And so we can just say there's like, you know, streets and areas and the castle is right in the middle. This is a guy named Bug drew this.
Yeah, it's a fantastic map, Bug.
Noted for his cartography skills.
Yeah, no, it's very
I'm
well
the only
known for that.
cartographer there is in the city.
Yeah, I appreciate your
When you're
help.
the only one.
Hooray!
Anyways, okay, so we are making our way outside of the spiral, to the edges of it, at least, and we are trying to find one of my old safe houses. Now, to be fair, I don't know if it's still there or not.
I will give you a fate point if it's there and there's somebody living in it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Squatter.
Yeah, a squatter, absolutely. A
100%.
complication you have to deal with is there is a guy there. If someone would pull one of the bookmarks out of one of the books, I don't care which one.
Oh,
What does it say?
Timpani.
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 So cute.
I may or may not have crowdsourced some NPC names.
Oh, that is lovely.
So we'll say that there is a little fairy who has a castanet on their back, living there.
I like to think that we're crouching outside the window looking in, and we're like, oh, hell.
Are they supposed to be there?
No, I don't know who the hell that is.
What's going on?
Okay, look, shut
All
up.
I hear is a lot of clacking.
Yeah, shut up. We're trying to think. All right. So, look, this wasn't supposed to happen, but to be fair, there still should be tunnels underneath this house unless they discovered them.
Okay.
So if we can just either lure them out or find a way to get in without them hearing us.
Cat goes and kicks the door in.
Oh my god.
What in the hell does not hear? Oh, God.
What is going on?
Just stay.
Hey, you!
It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
I'll give you a fate point.
We've
for
got
that.
it.
I feel like that's a compel on one of your aspects. I don't know them off the top of my
I'm
head.
looking down both ways down the street to make sure nobody fucking saw or heard that because, oh my God.
Is it interesting if someone does hear it?
Yeah.
All right, take a fate point. Great. The Sharks and the Jets heard it.
Oh my God, I hate those guys. They're always snapping.
So much noise.
Ew.
Okay,
Fuck.
so a gang hears it. They're the Shark Jets.
I hate the shark jets.
Oh God, I'm losing
The
my
jet
mind.
sharks are way worse though.
On the other side of town.
They've merged. and it was
Okay,
just-
cool.
Yeah, God. Okay.
It's cool. So you've got a
Mhm.
gang advancing on you. Timpani wielding a castanet now, like this, and you know now people know you're there.
Well, thanks for that, Hack. Now every single person in the damn city knows we're here.
Not every person in the city.
Yeah, only them, pointing to the gang of people.
I'm taking off the blindfold.
Well,
Are they cops?
No, but
Then we don't have to worry about them, do we?
they don't really like it when my people set up in their territory. That's the problem.
They are getting much closer, and they're starting to throw magic at you.
I'm going to push everybody inside.
Okay, great.
Slam the door.
Slam the door. Excellent. Cool. Well, now Timpani is in there and starts just swinging wildly.
Hell.
With the castanet.
Okay. Hack, block the door. Now.
This doesn't necessarily have to be combat, but it can be.
Two.
yeah.
Two.
Yes.
Can you talk
Yes.
to him?
It's fine. It's fine. Stop swinging. Stop swinging around.
You have to overcome an obstacle here. I'm not giving you that one for free.
You have the kindest face between all.
Yeah, you could invoke your baby face.
I'm absolutely
If
invoking
you
the baby.
fail,
Yeah.
you're gonna be in combat. I'm gonna say you need to get a 3.
You move the baby.
Sorry.
Hang outside.
Could I actually use my puppy dog eyes to then use rapport instead of deceive for the cuteness? Just be like, hey, it's okay. We're not trying to hurt you.
What are you at? What did you roll?
With it was truly neutral. With the puppy dog eyes, it would bring it up to a 3 though, so it would just meet
Be a
it.
tie. Okay. Well, you would overcome at a minor cost, which I would say you get hit with the castanet and you'll take a minor consequence. Okay, cool. Yeah. yeah. So I mean that take a minor consequence at a 2.
How big is this
Black eye,
this individual swinging this thing around?
Where's my
She was like trying to dodge to get it.
Yeah, roll
They smacked me like, okay, stop.
3.
2-sized?
2 size. Okay, so they're very small.
Yeah. Stop. Okay.
Okay, you alright?
Then like a ringing, like a cartoon symbol.
Look, maybe you should stop swinging that damn thing.
It's okay. We're not trying to hurt you. We're not.
You just came in,
Well,
Yeah.
yes.
and you shut the door behind you, and I hear the strangers outside.
Well,
Yeah.
we shut the door behind us because they were coming for us, not you. They don't know that you're
You're
here.
bringing them here?
No.
We don't want them to be in your house, which is why you need to work with us so that they don't come in.
Yeah. That.
We're only in here because we're getting away from them.
You brought them here?
Not on
No.
purpose. We're not trying to bring them here. We're trying to just
They
get
haven't been
away
in
from
this area for a long time.
them. We were right up this
Oh.
street.
Yeah, well, because you brought them here.
We did not.
You
I
did?
I promise you we did not.
You did.
I'm gonna stab him in the neck with the fucking scorpion tail.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that I can get a defend against that. If you're doing a straight attack, then I will get a defense against that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna kill Timpani.
I mean, I'm trying to
Paralyze
just
him.
knock him
Yeah.
out. That's a good roll.
That's a good roll.
It's a +5.
Oh my god. Well, let me. I don't
I'm
have
good
any.
at fighting.
I didn't. I didn't build this guy.
Poor Tiffany.
So if that's a fight, then I'm gonna say. I mean, I think that Timpani has a 2 in athletics, so just roll. It'll be a contested here because this is a defense to avoid it. So just roll me a dice and add a 2 to it.
Slightly less, but it's a total of 4.
4. Okay. So then you can get a shift of 1,
Okay.
which is not going to take them out, but
Right, and that doesn't give them a consequence. It's just a shift.
it's
of
just a
one.
shift. Yeah. No, but I'm going to say that they're going to concede because that's how this game works.
Yeah.
Like, and I'll say for flavor, like you hit them in the wrist and they drop the castanet, and that also makes them. We got another clang.
You are real lucky you raised your hand at that moment because I was aiming for your neck. Now move.
we just need to be here. We don't need you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm gonna reach into my bag and I'm gonna pull out like a few bandages. I'm just gonna toss a roll and be like, "Shut up! We're going downstairs."
We weren't here.
Tiffany just like covers their own eyes with the bandage.
Not what I. Okay. whatever. Anyways.
Anyways. Oh, I'm sweaty now.
All right. So if I'm remembering everything correctly, and it's been a little bit, this house is a lot more pink than when I left it. But if everything is still in the same spot, there should be a little mouse hole downstairs we can use. So we're gonna head down to the basement. Hopefully they haven't stored too many things down here. I can't tell you if they have or not, so we'll have to see, I guess.
You go down into the basement and there's like a bunch of instruments down there, but they're like like reader-sized infant instruments. So like the type of play instruments you would give in like a set to a 3-year-old. So
These are
their
huge.
pastel colors are huge for you guys, but they're like
Little xylophone on the
yeah, but they fit. There's also that phone with the face on it.
Ah! Okay, that's freaky.
I mean, there are a few of those around here.
All right, so that's some Rita shit. That's interesting. I don't know why that's here or how they got that phone even down those stairs. It's like 3 times as whatever. It doesn't matter. Okay, there should be somewhere around here. There should be a little notch or something. It's one of my. I'm gonna look for like a brick sticking out because that's how we would have definitely found that.
Yeah.
So I'm just checking the walls for it until I eventually like the nails kind of dig into a little area, pull out the brick and reach in and pull a little lever.
Yeah.
Which is going to cause one of the walls to just immediately fall down into a very dank, dark, underground, roughly dug tunnel.
Ooh,
All
this
right.
place is lovely.
That it is. Now get that blindfold back on.
Ah, must.
Really?
Get the blindfold back on, Tenerife. I ain't asking.
I do what he says. He's pretty good with that tail.
Feel like fighting. Put the blindfold back on.
After you, poke you in the back with the scorpion tail.
Forget.
Let's go.
I just want to point out, too, also, you guys are capable of compelling and contesting and rolling against each other. Just as a reminder of how this game works,
Oh, absolutely.
PvP is
We're
baked
just,
in.
we're all on the same
enjoying-
team.
We're enjoying
You don't
role
have-
playing it
I know.
out.
I just want
Keep
to make sure that
pushing.
that is put out there if we want to like add a little extra spice. But as always, only interesting if you fail.
There's no PvP in team.
That's correct. None of those.
You
none of
don't
those
have to
letters
be
are
a team. Welcome to the show. The first team didn't want to be a team.
there. Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, so where are we going?
So, the way that these tunnel systems always work is that as basically a bunch of safe houses tend to be sort of scattered around the city, and there's always going to be little small outcropping rooms that exist within them. So, if you go follow enough of the winding sort of paths, you'll eventually find like these little like, it's like very old style like miner sort of areas where there's like a low hanging like there's like a beam with like a low hanging lantern, and there's a bunch of crates with just like various like dried foods and other random odds and ends and knickknacks and gadgets and such. But the main one that we're trying to head to is we're just like, I guess there's like a sort of a central hub, and this is where a lot of the more criminal folk hang out. It's a bit of a market. It's a bit of a hiding spot. It's
Sure.
got multiple levels to it. It's where the underground folk live.
Sure. Okay. Well, when you arrive to this area, it is not bustling. It's pretty quiet.
Yeah, that doesn't really shock me. It ain't exactly busy around these parts. Still, I am wondering where everybody is.
Can I take the blindfold off now?
No, you cannot.
I am going to take it off anyway, broker. Have I not proven myself?
No, you have not.
I'm taking it off. Takes it off. Throws it at you.
it in the bag.
All right.
You like what you see?
Well, it does do my heart good to see it kind of empty and quiet.
Yeah, well, it's just one of those odds and ends kind of days. Either way, we can hang out here for a long time. Other people may come in and out, but none of them are about to say anything to anybody.
So you're saying that normally this place would be much more fully populated? There'd be more people running around doing crimey things?
I wouldn't exactly... Well, that's at least a simple way to put it, sure. There's a lot of trade, and there's a lot
Does
of
it
information.
strike you at all as odd that this place is empty on the day the king goes missing?
Not at all. If they had that information out, if it was figured out by any of them, they would have scattered. They would not want to be in
Because
the
they
same
would
spot.
think that the corpse might show up here.
Hey, Ten, you have any idea this place existed before I brought you here?
I'd heard rumors that some kind of center was here, but no, I didn't know its exact whereabouts.
Didn't know
I
how to
still
get
don't.
here till now.
Right. Well, I still don't. I was wearing the blindfold.
I think we're fine for at least a short while. We need to plan our next move, though. Fact of the matter is, we are suspects for something really, really big and really, really bad. And it ain't the first time I've been accused of things, and so let's figure out where we're going with this, because I'm not going back in one of those boxes.
The note said that they didn't want us to go back to the castle, and
Why don't you just read us the note so we know exactly, so we're all on the same page here.
That's a good idea.
Tenerife takes it out of their coat pocket. The king is missing, and the criminal and Redcap are suspected. You are not safe either. Don't come to the castle. A friend. P.S. It's a chimera bomb.
Wait, I'm sorry.
What is a chimera bomb? I don't know. Where is the chimera bomb? I don't know.
Do we-
Maybe it's just
It's-
misdirection.
It's...
That thing
this
is a
thing's
chimera bomb.
chimera bomb. That is really, really bad. Okay, now we need to figure out where the hell this is located.
No,
because-
what we need to figure out is who the friend is that sent the note that knows all this.
I feel like figuring out where the king is probably would also be helpful.
The king ain't gonna help us right now.
I understand that, but also, if we find out where the king is, and we find out who has the king, we might be able to get more information on, what everything is going on, because I feel like removing the king out of the situation, especially as the king did all of this and realizes what's going on and was going to send us off to do it, it would be a pretty good idea to then try to figure out who took him, even if it's not the actual person, but like a second party or a third party, because then we could get a little bit more information, and then also the king could go back and say that it's not us, so we don't have to hide from everyone. Because I have a feeling if we're going after that, the people who made that are also going to be going after us.
I can see that.
Do you think we have the time to go and find the king? And don't get me wrong. The
I
king is
feel
important,
like-
but
I feel like it would get us more information. And it's the best direction we have, because we have absolutely no direction right now, unless anyone else has a better idea.
I can ask a lot of questions. I have contacts. People, at least they used to be here a long time ago. It's always possible we could figure out the nature of this chimera bomb. And the fact of the matter is, if that is what that damn thing is, there is a reason that it is connected to the library shutting down. That sounds dangerous as hell. You ever experienced chimera magic firsthand? That kind of imagination is, it's wild stuff.
not firsthand. The captain of the King's Guard. There's a lot more paperwork. You're relegated to more paperwork, and no. After our many run-ins and I was moved up, I was separated from that. I'm not close to it anymore.
Right.
But I do know that, well, Do you think this is tied at all to Bobbin and Tab? Was that the fairy's name? Tab?
I don't think they knew that we were coming. Or are you talking about all this chimera
To the
stuff?
Chimera.
I mean, that... that...
I was not trying to imitate you, Broker. Please forgive me. I I wasn't at all. Sorry.
To hell you weren't. Watch your tongue. You're standing in my home now, not yours.
Okay.
Chimera is very bad for everyone involved.
Very bad for everyone involved. But that fairy, that was just someone with ripped off wings. That's different. That wasn't chimera magic. Chimera magic leaves you warped and changed. You become someone else. It's horrifying, frankly, to watch.
Do you have firsthand?
I've seen it firsthand. Never used it. I've seen how much it messes with you. It's dangerous. There ain't no good form of chimera magic. It is exclusively bad. So, if this is a bomb, I can only assume that it's going to go off and it is going to affect a lot of people all at once, including both us and also, I mean, I don't know because I haven't seen it firsthand, but it might be able to affect the readers if it's powerful enough.
It would make sense. I mean, we get the imagination from them,
We do.
so it makes sense.
I understand why you want to look for the king, and I do think that if we can find any leads on that, we should. But I do not think that is our first priority. I think our first priority is making sure that we find this thing and we get rid of it.
I just feel like going and finding the king would also help us find more information on it, because I think it'd be really weird if the two were separated, but I could be wrong.
It's just if we waste all this time trying to find the king and then the damn bomb goes off, it's all for nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
I agree. Should we take a vote, or do we move forward with Broker's plan?
You agree?
I agree. I don't know, maybe it's the place, maybe it's that I'm here. Maybe it's that the king's missing and the whole world is turned upside down. I don't know, but I agree.
Personally, I hope whoever took the king is kicking him around a bit right now. Couldn't give two shites less about the king. But I do think that bomb thing is probably a bit of a problem, and we should do something about it.
Agreed. Sorry, too. It ain't that we don't care about your opinion here. It's more that possibly more pressing matters are going on.
No, yeah, that's fair.
But if we hear anything about it, if we hear anything about King Lexi, we can try to follow those leads. It could help.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. We go after the bomb then. And to do that, we're gonna need to talk to some people. And also probably get the hell out of town. I mean, if everyone's looking for us, it ain't gonna go well.
So, what? I'm old and my memory is going bad. What exactly did the king tell us about that
This thing?
thing there? What do we know about it?
As far as we're aware, it just has to do with chimera magic somehow. And it's, what did he say? Something about it being connected to the closing of the library. Something like that. Yeah? I don't think I got any more details than that.
Right.
I was only half listening, to be fair.
Same.
Hey, look. I hadn't been out of that box in a while. I had some other thoughts.
And I didn't really give a shit.
I wasn't supposed to be there.
How did you end up? No, you know what? We'll talk about it on the way over.
Yeah.
All right, so
Okay.
let's go find ourselves a bomb.
Yeah. Maybe don't say it with so much cheer if somebody else is around and they happen to be listening, but yes, let's go find ourselves a bomb. Come on.
And scene. So what's where would the four of you go next? What's the general consensus of direction?
So, we need to figure out where this bomb is. We need to figure out more information about it, as well as who put it there and why.
No.
We don't have any idea of the location at all, right? We've heard nothing related to that.
Well, I
We've-
mean, the Day Scouts
The Day Scouts
like,
found it or
found
saw
and,
it.
like that is their etching.
And we know the Day Scouts. We know the Day Scouts. They scout outside the kingdom. Yes, or is it just around the cities?
They everywhere. They within Diction though, because the concerns of something like I don't know, the Quiet Lands or Dono Tentor is not like of interest unless it's getting up against the border.
Right.
The main job of the Day Scouts is to deliver information to and from Oratory City quickly, in addition to scouting during the day.
Hence the name.
Hence the name.
Right.
The whole point being it's a very dangerous task, but it's the most information that they would get during the day when things move and things change because of the readers.
Okay. So it's gonna be around the readers, right? Is that what I'm to understand?
What are you asking?
So this thing, I'm trying to just get an idea of where the scouts are. Sorry, because you said everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah.
God, that really doesn't narrow things down, does it?
I feel that we would have record in it at the castle, which would be like a risk for us all to go. But I know my way around the castle, and 2 is very good at finding things. And you're
sneaking.
incredibly lethal, and you're very ballsy. So I feel like we could stand a chance going and trying to get that information, finding the record of the Day Scouts who were out and found this. Like,
Are you suggesting a heist?
You're right, which is the thing that I hate the most about this.
oh no. I don't know. Like, is a heist like stealing something?
Yes, that is the entire purpose.
Breaking
of a
in
heist.
and
Hang on,
getting-
hang on. Okay. Are we in this conversation in character or not?
Yes.
Oh, it had not been in character, but
I didn't hear Tenerife,
No.
but I heard broker. That's why I
No.
was asking.
okay.
Because we could go back to the beginning of that conversation, but I
Just
don't.
breaking the fourth wall from the other side.
Yeah. Stop it. Out. Hit the wall back.
Sorry, I thought I was here. Never mind.
Yeah. No. So I was just making a comment of, do I need to prepare for a heist? But what it sounds like is that there still needs to be further discussion. My suggestion would be start smaller. Find somebody to give you information. That would be my suggestion
Okay.
here. Whatever that information is, I do not care.
Oh, for
Okay.
some
It will be a role for it. And if you want me to pull a pre-existing guy, or it's somebody you know, or it's somebody that the audience makes up, great, excellent. We need to.
So what
I
I'm
need-
But you
getting
know
is
what?
Brady's not ready for a heist
I
yet.
can be. Here's the thing. This game, we can do it in one roll. That is the way fate works. I can fractal out to one roll. I don't think that's fun.
And then we're all
And I think it might be more fun to gain more information.
Okay.
But we can be done with this series an hour into the stream.
One roll. Did we find the bomb? Yes or no?
Yeah. Done. Okay. That would be my
Alright.
suggestion. You do not have to follow my suggestion.
Damn, it's too bad we can't hear the narrator.
You're the one that decided to not take it. That would be my suggestion.
Okay, so
All right, Australian Hannah.
can we get someone to? No, okay, that's. I gotta stop.
You're
I gotta
gonna get
stop.
stuck in there.
I am gonna get stuck. Okay, maybe we can get someone to analyze the handwriting of the note, perhaps.
Do all
Maybe a
kinds of
sip.
things.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a bad idea. There are people I know that are really good at forging things. So if it is a familiar hand in any way, well, we could maybe figure that out.
Okay.
I mean, it would have to be somebody who knew that the king was sending us on a mission, that you were with us. So that narrows it down a bit, doesn't it?
That's true. Somebody with inside information. Now, who all would have known about this mission other than us and the king?
Well, on the record, I mean, it really was only me, to my knowledge, but
Is anybody else the king trusted? Anybody else close?
It could be the interim captain while I'm away on this. But he's such a prick.
That sounds like the pot calling the kettle black.
It's so hard not to punch you.
What about the, what's the fucking name? The one that you have to talk to get an appointment with the king, Ember.
I never really tried to make an appointment with the king, so I wouldn't know.
No, but Ember would have made note. He would have scheduled our meeting, unofficial or not.
Okay, well, that's a place
So
to
that's
start then.
perhaps a person who would know
Yeah,
that at least we were meeting with the king.
all right. Sure. Why not? Let's start there. Let's start small before we start breaking into castles.
But
Ember's
at
in the castle.
You are fucking kidding me right now.
do you not know how this works, Broker? You're right.
No,
you were
I'm
you were
never
locked
in
up in the
there.
shadow box for.
You talked about it
years
like it would be a
and years
lower
and-
tier thing.
But I mean,
than
is
a
Ember
full-on
always in
heist.
the castle? Is Ember always in the castle?
Ugh.
I don't think anyone's
Ember-
always in the castle.
Ember's not always in the castle. This is true too. We could maybe catch him at home. That seems like a low blow, but
That'd be a little bit weird. Someone knocked on my house, I'd be a little bit freaked out.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
a little freaky. We also
oh,
have
this
other
is where we
options.
draw
Gonna
the
hit you with a
line. Knocking on
castanet or something.
someone's door, but we're taking out poor Timpani and practically blowing up Scholar Break. But we can't knock on somebody's door because they're having dinner.
Well, I wasn't saying we couldn't do that. I was just saying it would, in fact, be interpreted as not okay. Not that I have a problem with doing that.
You can nab them while they're getting coffee or, a donut or something. I don't
Good
know.
old-fashioned kidnapping.
That's out with witnesses
That's the
too.
best way to clear
Well,
ourselves of being
yes.
accused of kidnapping.
Yeah, I don't think that's going
but
to
do
work
the-
for
do
us.
the
Kidnap
normal-
someone.
But do the normal people know? Why would they know what this is happening since this was kept under wraps? Why would so many people know unless they're going to plaster wanted posters, which they haven't yet, at least?
Wait.
Yeah, it says we're suspected. Suspected by who?
Yeah, I don't even know. The king can't suspect us because the king ain't around. God. Okay.
You made us into fugitives again.
All right, so
That's not the problem. That's not the part I have a problem with.
we
love it,
have
you know.
one other option if we ain't going to talk to people right away, if we are worried about that. One other option, all right? I'm going to put it on the table, and then if we don't do it, we don't do it.
Okay.
We know something's going on at the Imagination Factory, right? I ain't thinking we're going to go out doing side quests, but what I am thinking is this. If something's going on there, we have... I don't know if it's connected or not, but if we end up there and we figure out that there is some sort of connection, because those are awfully coincidental timings, we also have the potential to take a hell of a lot of imagination with us. And we are going to need as much as we can get if we are going to be on the run for a long time. Because it ain't going to be delivered to our doorstep if we are sleeping outside.
That's true.
So maybe we start there. I ain't saying that's the best option. It is just an option for, if we need to make sure we can actually use our imagination abilities.
Also, I do have a
So we're
question.
back to the heist plan then.
Actually, yes.
But it's not the castle.
Yeah, we're starting smaller.
Just change the target.
Also, question.
Really needed to do a heist.
Would anyone know that I was with you guys?
I
Except
mean-
Joe. Would anyone else know that I was with you guys?
Well, you weren't penciled in, were you? Okay, so you're off the record. And if nobody saw you, other than, one individual, and, it's a kid,
So
so...
do we go back and kill Joe then, yes?
I had a feeling that's where you were going with that. I just don't think anybody's going to take that kid at his word.
You're right. He plays hacky sack.
Exactly. You don't
Right.
trust hacky sack players.
What about the teacher you stabbed?
What about him?
Did he...
I think he was more focused on the getting stabbed thing than the looking for two.
All right, but did he see two there?
You were standing behind me, right?
I was handing you my ID, which can I get that back, please?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Shuffle some pockets. I know it's in here. Just give me one second.
You have a lot of pockets.
Yeah, it's the vest. It's my
No, I
sparkly
mean,
vest.
Please
I do
say-
too.
Oh, I got it. Here you go.
So
I need
we
that.
have Joe, and then we have the person that two showed their ID to, and then
That was Joe. That was Joe. I showed.
Oh, you
my
showed the ID to Joe, and then
Yeah.
Joe was gonna. I see.
Yeah.
Yes.
2 witnesses, possibly 1.5 witnesses. That ain't enough. I think you're good. I think we have a decent chance here.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking? You gonna be our scout?
I mean, it would be the best idea because if anyone were looking for you two and they know that you're with them, they don't know that I'm supposed to be there. So,
That's a
and I
good
do
point.
have a lot of friends, and I do have a habit to getting lost in places. So,
All right. So how are we gonna make sure that you actually come back if you're good at getting lost?
I'm very good at getting back out of places now.
Right. Okay. So then let's talk about our options here so we know what the hell we're doing. So our options are as follows. We could go and talk to that person that scheduled us for that meeting who is in the castle, so probably not.
Yeah.
We could talk to the temporary guard captain, who I imagine is probably also in the castle
And is probably the one
Harder
who's
to
looking
get
for us.
and is probably looking for us, although possibly they sent us that letter, so who knows? Because we don't know who your friend is. We could go find someone to look at the letter to see if we can figure out if it is anybody well known enough that they would have a common hand. Or we go to the factory. We perform a little bit of a heist to get a little bit of extra juice, and that'll possibly power us through whatever the hell we need to do to stay on the run.
Well, and what was supposed to be going on at the factory, anyways? I gotta admit, I kind of zoned out that.
There was less imagination going out than was expected by Bobbin, which is probably also how we could get in, because we could say that we heard from Bobbin that it was going on, and we said that we'd look into it because they're off doing something else.
You're gonna have to do that one without us. We're suspected.
Well,
I don't know whether or not people are gonna look at us and think that, but frankly, whether or not I was suspected, people would look at me and think I should go to jail anyways.
I'd rather think
disappointing.
I'd rather think that the fact that the king is missing is probably still being kept under wraps. Otherwise, people would be in a lot more of a panic that we'd seen.
Yes.
So
But who knows how long that's gonna stay?
So there's probably just the King's Guard or whatever who are actually looking for us, who would be on the lookout for us. But I think that the rank and file, unless they've bought posters up or something, and we'd see those, we're probably still okay to interact as long as we keep our heads down and away from the
You know if
the
they make
coppers.
you know if they make those wanted posters using standard ink? Just thinking as we walk past them, I could just remove our faces from them.
and that's only if they make wanted posters too.
Right, if they don't have wanted posters, then we probably don't have much to worry about because the regular people will not be knowing to look for us. It's just the guard, and as long as we can avoid them, we can probably go and do things and act, as it were.
So I think you're right. I think we'll be all right for at least a short while. We use this time to find one of my friends who's particularly good at forging things, if they are still around these parts, and we look at that letter. After that, I think we head right to the factory. I don't think we got a better choice right now.
I agree.
Right. I think I should probably, since I'm a bit distinctive as the only red cap living in the kingdom here, maybe get like a cloak or a hood or something to wear over my cap.
Could you just put on a different cap over your main red cap so people can't tell? Like, look,
Could you just, instead of eating ink, just kiss my ass?
Here, here.
What I was gonna say is that it's a lot harder to cover this thing than it is your beanie or whatever you got going on there.
I have a spare hood.
There you go.
Okay.
Problem solved. I ain't gonna be hiding this nearly as easily.
Just don't rip it or anything, please. This is my only backup.
Backup hood?
Yeah.
Tan, you okay back there?
I'm fine. I just had a piece of dust in my eye.
Yeah, that's. Off we go to find a forgery expert.
Great. Okay. You're needing to create an advantage. This is a context roll.
Yes. Let me see. Where am I?
You're
where's my
gonna need to
contacts?
roll a 4.
Okay, so I rolled a total of 2. I would like to invoke my part of the underground aspect to say that I know somebody.
Sure.
I know a guy.
You know a guy. I know a guy.
know a
That gets you
guy.
at a tie, so that gets you a boost. So
Yes.
I will say we've talked about this a little bit. Your people that you had before you went in, you weren't sure who was sticking around when you
Yeah.
came out because it's been some time. So I'll say that you do know a forger. That's not necessarily a question, but they're not where they normally are. Wherever, if we're saying underground, so they're not in their market stall or booth or whatever. The name is different on the shop, and but I will say, like, for the duration of this scene, you can use that name to get you further. You can invoke it once. And I'll say, someone pull another bookmark.
Marrow?
Morrow?
Morrow J.
We'll just say, Marrow, what do you, I don't care.
Morrow. We'll go
Okay.
with Morrow. Morrow J. Marrow
So
J
this
would
is
be way
this is
spookier.
a
Yeah,
boost. So this goes away after this scene is over. So we're in the, we'll say we're back in the area where all of the main market stalls are, and there's a couple folks lingering around.
Yeah. I'm gonna go talk to the one that's selling scraps of paper.
Sure.
Because fact of the matter is, I'm fucking hungry. So, yeah.
Great. Give me another. Pull another one.
Bobble walk.
Oh my god. Okay. Great.
Bobble Walk.
Bobble walk.
Bobble Walk would be a seller of eccentricities.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think Bobble is like constantly bopping.
I'm just so excited to be a criminal
That's how
every
I
day.
see Bobble. Like,
It's got a little pep.
yeah, like in a shark skin suit. Like, no,
No,
not at all.
No,
That's
no,
not the vision.
That's not the vision.
A little fairy Nathan Detroit.
I already gave you sharks and jets. We can't speed run through every musical ever.
All of them.
Let's go right now. No, Bobble Walk is a very tall, thin fairy with lunar moth wings that are ripped and torn to shreds, and has like a mint kind of palette from top to bottom. And even though his wings are torn up, still like floats around, very light on his feet.
Well, hey there, you old son of a bitch. I didn't think you'd still be down here.
Broker, I heard you were locked up.
Yeah, well, just gonna show that little symbol above my eye. Still gonna be in there for a long time, according to this thing. But not right now.
Aren't we all in a prison of our own making?
You always were a little more philosophical like that, weren't you?
I could have been a scholar.
You could have, but instead you're collecting scraps of paper that I'm gonna buy from you.
Oh, what do you got to barter with today,
Well,
my
here's
dear?
you were. It's always a flirt. Hey, two.
Yeah.
You got something weird on you?
I have. Oh, I still have half a stick of gum. Pulls it out, and it's like a
This is a stick of gum. Oh,
stick of gum. It's wrapped even. It still has the wrapping.
gonna unwrap some of the tinfoil. Like, found the sugar. This stuff will last you months if you use it right.
Hey, Tenerife, I'll give you a fate point.
Yeah.
Take it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna snatch that and like,
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah!
How was that all fitting in? That was a lot of.
Imagination runs wild here. I am a fairy.
What in the hell is wrong with you? We were gonna use that to trade.
For some.
I have a. It pulls out a little butterfly. If I have this, it's not his.
What is this?
It's a butterfly clip. Like literally.
Oh,
one
like
little
a
plastic
like
butterfly.
The clips I
Yeah.
usually wear over here.
Your bag is always full of such strange things.
I mean,
Oh, actually.
You're not going to eat that, are you?
No.
So, if you're interested in this, you can. But maybe we could always pass over a strange concoction as a sort of trade for more information, if you got it.
No.
That's right. As someone who could have been a scholar, you could probably reverse engineer a potion like that and figure out what it is, what it does, and how to make more.
Do we really want that in the hands of the criminal?
What's it right now?
But it's. I know this one. I know this one.
you did just.
I don't know that
You
one.
don't trust me
Get to know
at all.
me.
You could.
Captain.
You did just snap the other thing we were going to use
You
to
look
trade.
like a cop.
Yeah, about that.
Oh,
you don't
I'm
ha-
impressed that you've got the captain down here.
Not by choice.
Still impressed?
But either way, you don't have to worry. Here's the thing. This. I know how much you like your strange little liquids like this.
Anything strange and unusual.
Well, I don't know if there's any other like it. The fact of the matter is we took it not that long ago from that Scarlet Brig. They love hoarding these damn things.
They like making them.
They do. And I don't think they know what they do half the time.
They teach the little kiddos how to make a potion, and that's why nothing is good anymore. And grabs it. Yeah, is looking at it, and somehow there's light twinkling around. So you were trading information for this.
Yeah, so this is going to be yeah, I want to know some stuff.
Sure. What do you want to know specifically?
Are there any rumors going around the underground right now? Any big word on the street? Any huge thing just happened?
Big, big, big.
It would have been real damn recent.
Recently?
Yes.
Well, let me just say, word doesn't get down here as quick as you would think. I didn't know you were back.
Well, I didn't know I was until about an hour ago.
It doesn't move that fast, darling.
Yeah, well. That's what happens when we lose some of our speedsters to, well, we don't need to talk about that.
Old news, old news. But, if you give me that bag, I will tell you how to make more of these.
Well, I think you should tell us what it does first.
It's certainly a potion of some kind. I will need time.
I'm not giving him my bag.
Yeah, you can't, like, use any of your imagination to make something new? Like another bag?
Okay.
Okay, look,
No.
I get it.
No.
I get it.
No.
That's my point.
It's just hard to make.
No, I mean, you're... Okay.
All right, let's try it this way here.
Yes, darling.
Do we need to know how to make more of those?
Not necessarily.
We don't need to know how to make more of those, so that's not really something we're going to trade for the bag. Yeah, we need information about something big going on, something earth-shattering that you might have heard about that happened, say within the last day or so. If you don't have any information fresher than that, then we might as well just bugger off.
Well, I mean, there's one more piece of information I need.
Are you handling this negotiation, or am I?
I don't think you know Morrow,
Well, I don't think Morrow knows me.
but I need to know where Morrow is.
Morrow. Last I heard, they had gone to Fiction Port.
Why?
Oh, you know, the trade's so tasty there.
Also dangerous as hell.
Dangerous as hell. You've been gone a long time.
What's it like now?
Twice as dangerous.
Of course. Always the. What does that look for?
I'm still savoring the sugar of the gum.
I have other things, darling. What do you have to trade?
I have a. What other kind of things do you have? So I know a good thing to
Oh,
offer up.
what's your vice?
Oh, I think we just witnessed that, didn't we?
Oh, there's so many kinds of sugar, my dear. You could do a deep, dark chocolate. Or perhaps something that's just sugar granules. We love a packet around here.
Look, none of this is getting us any closer to our goal. So, perhaps, Broker,
Yeah, I'm listening.
what else do we need from this person?
Well, if we have to go all the way down to Fiction Port to get this letter figured out, that's not exactly convenient for us right now. Do you know we can very, very quickly secure very quick mounts?
Oh, of course. I mean, there's a stable right down the way. It used to be the old kitchens.
Really?
Yeah, they converted it several years ago. I don't know why. I guess nobody wanted to make potions anymore. But I just think there's an art to it that we've lost. And they're not teaching it in the schools anymore.
Well, they're teaching it in certain schools, but not others. Either way. Okay, look. If we get mounts, we can definitely make sure that we get to the factory a lot faster, and we can get out if we need to a lot quicker. That'll be helpful. Do they have everything there, or is it just one kind? We just got beetles, we got a
Ooh.
mantis?
I haven't needed a mount in years. I don't know what's down there.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, okay, I'm gonna point at some of the juiciest
Yeah.
looking scrolls.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need these for the road.
For the road, of course. Pulls them down, ties them with a little ribbon, and then hands you your collection of scrolls. That one there in the middle, I'm told it's a great author. Well, you know we take no stakes in such things.
Well, the better the wordplay, the better the taste.
That might be especially tasty.
Glad to know you always got my back.
You've given me something fun.
I'm sure that information can go for a while. The guard captain, hanging out with us.
That one I'll store away from later. I do love a puzzle, and he's like looking at the elixir again. If you can find, perhaps, I'm looking for, they have them in Cirque. I'm told they're used to pen the ink.
Hmm.
I just know that if I take one apart, it'll help me figure out just how to recreate that.
You think that's possible?
Oh, I don't know, but it's a fun challenge.
Oh, hell. If we could find something like that, we wouldn't have to rely on...
You need a scholar, dear. And I'm the best you've got.
We're on a mission right now,
Oh, of course, of course.
but I will visit again when we are done.
Do you promise?
You know.
I know. I better see you back. I don't want to have to go chasing around that information.
Okay. okay. Okay.
I've got plenty of options for you to choose from on your journey back.
We should probably get going.
Right. Right. Let's go. Actually, you guys go on ahead. I
No,
feel like I
no,
need
no,
to-
no, no, no,
I-
no,
That's not how
no,
this
no.
works.
You tell me that I'm like look like a cop all the time, and I feel like I could blend in more, and maybe there is something that I could pick. I'll just catch up with you in just 5 minutes. 5 minutes tops.
You just want to talk to Bobble.
I just want to talk to Bobble.
Bobble? You want to talk to a cop for 5 minutes?
if you're down here, how much of a cop are you?
Hey, don't get any ideas. They'll bite your head off.
Wow. My eyes are bigger than my stomach, anyways.
Fair enough. Let's step out into the main area. I don't want to know what the hell Bobble's gonna do.
So you were talking about sugar packets.
I've got all kinds.
Could I have?
Oh, a packet. Mm-hmm. I've got the raw cane sugar. I've got the white sugar. I've even got, oh, I think they call it the alternatives. Not sure how you feel about it. It's a new thing.
No, I I think if you've got any like raw cane sugar, that in the little brown packet, so it could last me a long time.
What do you have to give me for it, dear?
I don't wanna give you my.
Two is not there right now.
No, I don't. Okay, so Tenerife starts thinking.
Uh-huh.
Ten doesn't want to give away their sword, their little needle.
Sure.
So I feel like the only real thing that could be of value, bad, is the note itself.
I will give you a fate point for that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Absolutely. But you know, the sugar needs. Yeah. Okay. I. Just take this. I think it'll be well worth a nice, juicy packet of raw cane sugar.
How about 2 for the road?
That's great. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Tell me how big this is in relation to you, and I'm caveat, we're not scaling.
Yeah,
I just want
yeah.
to know for you how big the sugar packet is.
I feel like it's. This is a lot then.
It's 2
a lot of
packets of
sugar.
But I was
raw cane
thinking,
sugar.
like, you know, like a big bag of rice or something. that
Okay.
you'd get. Yeah, like
Yeah.
maybe equivalent to that.
Yeah, sure.
Enough to
yeah.
be inconvenient.
Yeah.
Enough to be inconvenient. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Absolutely. So like there's 2 and Bobble has tied them together again with a cute little bow. Sees you struggling a little bit and hands you another ribbon so you could like put it on your hip
Okay.
if you'd like.
God, they're taking forever in there.
And that's what Bobble does for you.
Oh boy.
Okay. Well,
That damn moth.
Tenerife walks away in shame, but also elated.
While
Did you
that's
take your
going
fate
on,
point?
No, I don't think I did.
while that's going on, Two is gonna look at both of them and be like, okay. So I just want to say one thing: we do not offer the bag ever. We don't offer the bag because the bag is very, very hard to make, and it's particular magics that I don't want anyone else to have.
Noted.
The bag is not for sale.
I appreciate you letting us know.
Thank you.
No, trust me. I think between the 2 of us, we understand there's certain things we're not going to get rid of.
And almost everything else, just not the bag.
Not the bag.
Yes.
I got it.
Okay.
Did you
Don't
keep
worry.
the envelope?
I did. Keep
Okay.
the envelope.
Great.
I don't know why.
No, like canonically you've kept the envelope.
Yeah, I kept
Okay.
the envelope.
Okay.
2.
That's all I want to know.
Before Tenerife comes back out.
Can't be
I
part of it all.
apologize for offering it up without your permission.
I accept your apology, and I will not tell Tenerife.
I think you're, I think you got a lot of potential, and I want to make sure you know that.
Thanks.
Man, they're taking a while.
Okay, and I join you.
What in
Okay.
the hell did you and Bobble do back there? They didn't know. It wasn't.
Listen. You never kiss and tell. Let's go.
I cannot believe. Bobble, I'm going to talk to you about this later.
I hope you do.
All right. Well, we gotta go. I mean, we're not gonna go get that letter looked at right now, I guess. But maybe if we find our way on the way to Fiction Port, we can do it then. In the meantime,
Right.
I do have connections in Fiction Port.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Well, I got one. so-
I'm a picker, and I'm there pretty often trading my goods, so
All right.
I can get in there. I can probably get all of us in there. Okay, Ashley.
Yeah. Actually, this is a good question. How far are we from Fiction Port?
How far are you from Fiction Port?
It's a ways, right?
It's even farther than.
Because I was gonna say that's like a port. It's like
Yeah,
the ocean.
That's like
yeah.
Yeah,
that.
it's like,
Earns this way.
It's diagonal.
Port's that way.
Don't put the camera on me. Ay, ay,
So,
ay. Okay,
So,
so
that is a way down the line.
I
kind of
don't
thing.
don't put the camera on me. Put it on. Everybody look interested while I show you the map. So, so that's so Fiction Port's like that way, and then I imagine 2 needed to go here. So.
Okay, yeah, that's a
Great.
ways.
For the people on the live stream, it's far. I'm going to make you guys a real map.
It is
I
another
say
country.
Gabby, please. It can be sketched, please.
Thank you, Gabby.
Thank you, Gabby.
Thank you, Gabby.
Oh, whether or not Gabby makes a map, I will have a map for you guys. But the idea being that there are 3 sections that border Non. The Non is the current area we are in because we are underneath Oratory City. So the 3 sections is to the north is Ern, to the northeast is Shun, and to the east is Cirque. And then there are other places bordering that area. But those are the those are the sections that touch Non.
Okay.
So you have to cross sections, which isn't necessarily a problem. You will potentially have to contend with a section liege if you go across official borders, but maybe not, depending on how they're feeling in that particular environment.
Border.
Yeah, like it's states, right?
Yeah.
Like I get a welcome to Pennsylvania sign when I drive back, but I don't really
Yeah.
do much. But the speed limit does go down, so like
it definitely changes.
you
Well,
know
then
things change.
Then there's Ohio, where there's like a little plaque being like Ohio, and you're like,
Oh.
okay, cool.
And then the roads get worse. And you're like,
I don't want to do another.
I like Ohio. For
I
the
do like
record.
Ohio.
I've just been
Yes.
in and
Ohio
out of
has
there.
jungle
enough.
gyms.
Yeah, that is true.
Shout out to Taylor.
Yeah, get us the jungle gyms, Taylor.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
So-
Back to the point at hand. What's happening?
So to recap, because we've tried every other damn thing so far, we have no leads. The only people we have are in the castle, and the only person that we know could possibly be helping us wrote that damn letter, and we have no good way of figuring that out unless we ask around a hell of a lot. We don't want to be seen asking around, because if we get seen asking around, if there are wanted posters or things that get put out, that's going to be a problem for us. The more we are seen, the less good it's going to look for us later. So the only option that we really have right now is to get rides and to get to that damn factory, skim a little bit off the top and figure out what the hell's going on. Does that seem like a good idea? What is wrong with you right now? You look like you are somewhere else. Is this not an important thing that we are talking about, Captain of the Royal Guard?
Oh, this is very important. Of utmost importance.
Two. What the hell did you put in that gum?
I didn't put anything in the gum. The gum's been fine. I've traded the other half of the stick to other people. They.
Two. I haven't had gum because I don't really like the taste of things that aren't ink. Tell me, how much are you supposed to eat at once? Right, and 10, can you tell me how much you put in your mouth?
It was half a stick.
This much.
Yeah. I don't know how that much. I don't know how that would react.
It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's fine. Let's go to imagination. Let's go.
I swear to God, Bubble, I'm going to kick your ass. I'm putting the blindfold back on.
not-
Come on.
Y'all are really loud right now.
No, we are not. It's echoey because we are in a tunnel.
Stop yelling.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to go right over to where I know the stables are, and we're going to pop out of one of the nearby sewer grates. I've done it 1,000 times before. It ain't too bad.
With a book?
What?
You're gonna hop out of the sewer grate on
No.
horseback?
We are getting out of the sewer grate to get the mounts.
Oh, got it. Okay.
And then,
Okay.
and once we do that,
I
since you
misunderstood
asked,
the order of operations.
we are going to try to carefully and quietly lead those mounts over to nearby where the factory is, so we can use them for a clean and quick getaway should the opportunity arise. Seem fair?
Not really great at riding things.
How hard is it? I mean, I
That hard?
no, you just kind of get on the back, you give them a little scritch or two, say yeah, and off you go.
I'm sorry, broker. Yeah. Like are you saying here or are you saying yeah? Would you do that one more time for me? I can't see you, so I just need to hear it better.
2, can I kill Tenerife?
No, please don't kill Tenerife. That would get you in actual trouble.
Yeah, what 2 said.
That feeling you're feeling right now, that's how I feel every day of my life.
Heck,
And it fills me with joy watching somebody else going through it.
yeah, it's pretty bad.
Okay,
I will get you blood at the earliest opportunity, I promise you, all right?
riding is not that hard.
No, it's not.
I mean, you know, as long as the mount doesn't hate you, then you should be fine.
2,
Yes.
are you able to ride well?
I mean, I haven't ridden in a bit, but I have ridden before I was taught how. So, yes.
Why don't we double up? Because I think if we try to get mounts for people that have no idea what they're doing, it's not going to go well.
You're probably right.
Yeah. So do you think you can make sure that old man stays on his mount? All right. 10,
Yeah.
you're with me.
Well, I'm fine. I
are
can do
you-
it myself.
You don't know how to ride a damn thing like that, do you? Have you ever gotten on the back of a beetle before? You ever felt the wind rushing through your hair, riding a centipede down the
so
vein
romantic
ways?
when you talk about it. No. Yeah, let's go. Fine.
You don't
Regardless of-
tell me, yeah.
Regardless of anything else, I don't think you should be driving in your current condition.
Yeah.
I do agree with that. Are you sure that you want to go with 10, though?
I need to make sure they ain't gonna do anything stupid.
Okay. Just don't, please don't, please don't kill them.
I'm not gonna kill them yet.
Please don't kill them for the duration of the ride.
I can do that.
Okay.
No promises once we get off that thing.
Come on over. Yeah.
Just gonna dig my nails into the back of your neck and just push you. Off we go to the stables.
I will give Broker a fate point.
If I kill Tenerife.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'll give Broker a fate point if you hold yourself back. I'll give Tenerife a fate point if you take a minor consequence from Broker hitting you.
Okay, yeah.
Great.
Let's do it.
Actually, you know what? You could both get fate points to hit him.
I will hold myself back.
Okay, great. You don't get hit.
All right.
I wanted real damn bad to do it.
Okay.
But you feel the nails start to dig and then just
Oh. A change of heart for the.
don't
Okay,
make
let's
a
go.
comment
No,
on
no.
it. It is going to go right back around your damn neck.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. So I may have misinterpreted what you were asking, and that's okay because now I have a new idea. Now I feel drunk.
It's
I
spreading.
couldn't tell if you were being drunk or high. I liked it both.
I think
Both?
both.
Both
Yeah.
crossfaded.
Crossfaded is fun.
Yeah, holy shit. Okay.
Damn, too, this is the good stuff.
Crossfaded. Okay, so I thought you were asking about underground stables, but
They totally could be.
here's the thing. Here's what I'm pitching to you. I'm not pitching it. This is a fact. I'm in charge. I'm the librarian.
You're pitching it to me as in I have to receive whatever.
You have
the
to
pitch
receive
is.
the information, yes. The information is there's a shitty underground stable, and it's got all of the lame bugs Like, not that the bugs are lame, but like, ugh.
It's
they're so
exclusively
lame.
pill bugs, and
No,
I love
no,
them, but they don't. Just,
they're like injured or slow or like they're trying to like upsell them that they're like really good and they're like painted over their
They're
shells.
scamming 'em,
Yeah, they're
yeah.
scamming, right?
Yeah.
Because within the underground, I can't imagine that there's a lot of trust going around.
It depends among the circles.
It depends, yeah,
but
what you've done. For
Mostly
who.
no.
Yeah, mostly no.
It's a bunch of liars and cheats that know the other people are
Yeah,
liars and cheats.
Right, exactly. And then like directly above that is a royal stable.
Royal stable.
There's several spread throughout Oratory City. Like the idea being, so within Oratory City, there's a ton of Kingsguard. There's only a handful that are within the inner circle, but the entirety of the Kingsguard is throughout the city. There's a lot of them. Some of them will go and like do things when the king calls for it, blah blah blah. But in general, it's a very large group of people. So they need access to stables fairly frequently and throughout the city. So it's not necessarily that this stable is like only for the royal court. It's just like backed by the king and all.
Funded.
Yeah, essentially. And so any of the Kingsguard can use it at any point. So those are your options as far as where we're going for mounts.
Yeah. We look, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's 2 different stables we can go to. And the one that's less likely to get us caught is going to be the one that's still in the underground. But also, it's going to make it way more likely we get caught when we're trying to flee the factory. Because those poor mounts are, well, I feel bad for them.
Okay.
The other option that we have that I would not normally suggest using, because I don't think I would want to be around that area, is there's a royal stable that's not too far from here. It's back on the surface. Anybody could see us, but the actual mounts they have there are in fine condition, well fed, well kept.
Can I ask a question? 2.
Yes.
That little bag of yours.
Yes.
How big of an object can you fit in there?
I haven't found an object too large to fit in
Could
there
you maybe
yet.
fit 2 crappy bugs in your bag?
Those mounts are big.
Yeah.
That-
That's why I asked about the limitations of 2's bag.
Oh hell. Is that possible?
I've never tried before.
You ever put a person in there?
I mean,
I'm curious.
I've
all right? There's
never-
a difference.
tried before.
All right, let's stay focused here. So here's my thought. We go, get a couple of these crappy, lame bugs, stick them in 2's bag. 2 goes upstairs, discreetly swaps them out for a couple of the good ones, sticks them in the bag, brings them back down, and off we go. Ha! How's that for a plan?
All right, but here's the thing. Firstly, that's a good yeah. Secondly, I think we have a slight issue, being that even if you can fit 3 bugs in that bag somehow,
2, we only need 2.
2 bugs in that bag somehow, you would have to convince them to go in there, and then you would also have to convince them to come back out, and you would have to swap them discreetly. Those things are not known for being the most likely to listen to you if they don't know who you are.
Have you ever fit a person in your bag?
I just asked that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm thinking of a person who's really good at handling bugs that could go in there and keep them company.
I do not like the insinuation that you are giving me right
It's
now.
a great idea. Think it through, man.
I am, and I'm thinking that Mr. Hackenslash in front of me wants me to suffocate.
I mean, okay. What if
Is
we
there
test?
air in your bag?
I've never tried to put a fairy in the bag.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Hack goes over and sees if he can climb into your bag.
Just be like, wait. Okay, if it's my bag, so at least let me try, because then I can.
No,
he
yeah,
goes,
I'm sorry. Yes, of course. With your permission, of course.
I'll tie my grappling hook around. Worst case scenario, I just climb back out. I don't know how big it is.
All right, yes.
Let me get this straight. It is a bag that the inside is just way larger than the outside.
Yes.
No, I just wanted to make sure.
And it's also cooled or heated depending on what's needed. It's
Wow, that rhymed. That was nice.
It's pretty complicated. A friend taught me how to do it. Anyway, she was gonna take off his hook and ties and dig the hook in. Sets the bag on the ground and is like, this is either gonna work or it's not, and I have no idea what's gonna happen, but here we go.
He'll be fine.
And he-
I'm gonna plant a boot on top of the grapple
Oh,
hook
you
to make
guys
sure it
are
doesn't
right.
go
He
anywhere.
tries to jump into the bag and see what happens.
Okay.
I cannot believe he's never tried this before.
Right? That'd be the first thing I did if I had a magic bag like
Kind of
that.
had that
Right.
thought too.
Yes.
You made this bag, right, too?
Yes.
Okay. You made it based off of your friend.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. So is this is similar to your hiding space, right? The expansion.
Yep.
So with that, but that was intentional. Was your bag intentional expansion?
The bag
Okay.
was intentional too, yes.
Okay.
And the bag was over a very long period of time.
Sure. That definitely like solidifies it, makes it a lot stronger and more stable and stay that size for a long period of time. Okay. I am going to ask you what you want to have happen.
Spend a fate point to make this plan work. It's a great plan.
Hack and slash? You don't get to break the fourth
But
wall. I'm
you-
talking to Liz right now.
But you could. No, I'm not gonna. Never mind.
Because for me, if it's based off of your past, I don't particularly see a reason why it would be a benefit to be able to have something living, breathing inside of there.
That's the thing is like I don't necessarily think it would be designed
Designed to.
support
I
life.
imagine, like, if you're saying it's like a cool heating system, even if I'm just saying it's a very large cooler
Yeah.
that's the size of, you know, like a jar. If I climbed into a cooler, at a certain point, I'm going to run out of air. Like, I could be okay in a cooler, but not, you know, indefinitely.
It was not designed, unlike
I used to play
the
in
hiding
abandoned
spot.
fridges all the time when I was a kid.
Back in the old days.
I think that's the way you are right now.
Yeah, it's like that could explain a
Explains
lot.
a lot of things about you.
Unlike the hiding spot, this one was not designed with the intention of having living things in there. The
Yeah.
closest to living would be the plants and stuff, but even those are picked.
Yeah. I'm going to say, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to say the magic based off of the way you built it, right? Not a thing. But you are diving in all the same. So
Yep,
I'm
that
gonna,
just-
yeah,
that's
right.
two.
So I will give you a fate point to have it be a complication, or you can roll and overcome. And I will say, like, I don't know, 4.
No, I'll take the
Take
complication
the-
for
yeah,
it.
cool. I think that it's you get stuck or you lose grip or you're in the bag now.
Okay.
I
I feel
think
like you just hang there and be like,
It's okay. I like that. I like that. So like it's essentially if you went rappelling into an open pit that there's no sides to.
he's like,
So
oh,
you-
there's probably a bottom eventually.
Yeah, there's no bottoms. How do you
no.
get back up? So that's I think
I feel like this would be like a slightly more specialized bag of holding almost. I hate
you
referencing
are,
that.
no,
but
well you are. My first thought was Rob Bush is giving me a bag of holding. Good lord, I
That's what it seems like it is.
should have known. But I like it all the same. Okay.
Do you think there's like a lot down there, and that's why they're spending like a while in there?
wiggling around, but I don't know if it would go all the way because it's a long rope
Yeah,
too.
it's a long rope you have too.
Okay.
Okay, so I know it's a little early,
Yeah.
but I think that's where we're gonna end. Because I think anything we try to do in the next 10 minutes is gonna take too long.
What a way to spend the night.
And I well, I don't think
No, I
we
know,
won't
I know.
time jump unless we absolutely have to.
Cliffhanger.
But I think
And then
Bag
it's-
hanger.
bag hanger. I think that's where we're gonna end it for today.
Lovely.
Yeah.
You guys all signed up for this.
We did. We did.
All right, here we go. Thank you for watching our second episode of season 2 of Health Hits Experience. Thank you for joining us live. If you're watching this on the VOD, thank you for watching on the VOD. We love and appreciate our VOD watchers. Join us in the community Discord where you can be involved with us all the time. We're doing all kinds of fun stuff in there. Music, sound effects provided by Sirenscape and Abby Kopic. Thank you so much. There was some really good notes in there. Special thanks to Molly Cook and Brian Bowersox in the control room.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you for saving my computer. Thank you so much. I was like, it's dying right now. Special thanks to Community Access Media for the use of their facilities and equipment. And thank you to you for watching. We will see you again next week. Goodbye.